If you're an insurance or a financial advisor, you're probably approaching your sales conversations with prospects from the wrong angle. In this short video, I'm so excited to share it with you. Sales coach Lloyd Lofton explains why virtual advisors need to start behaving like lawyers in a courtroom. Order. All right, let's take a listen.
I mean, don't you think it would kind of give us a little bit of an insight into what they think about aging? And this is important because whatever solution they get right now is going to have a little bit different impact on them when they're 75 and 85 years old. And so that's what I want them to do. I want them to talk about that. And what do you think? I mean, this is kind of like being a lawyer. You know, a lawyer rarely asks a question you don't know the answer to. So let me ask you the question. What do you think people are going to answer? Do you think, what in your own life, as you age, do you think you get more healthy or less healthy? You know, I think most people think you get less healthy. And when we talk about what we're selling, when we're talking about selling the right thing, that's exactly what we're selling. We're selling the problems people have, not the product, not the company, not the price. We're not even selling us. The relationship is going to sell us. And I'm going to show you that in a second. But because it's kind of like being a lawyer, I kind of already know what they're going to say, right? So they're going to say, well, you get less healthy. And so my follow-up question is now. And the reason we use the word now is we were raised on now. When you were a little kid and you were outside playing, or you were up in your room playing Game Boy, and your parents told you to come down for dinner or time to take a bath or time to do your chore. And you said, can I have a few more minutes? Can I just finish this? How come I can't do this? And they said, do it now. We grow up at that word. That's why people respond to it. So I say now, and I stretch it out. Now, see, I get their attention. Now, as you get less healthy, do you believe that your medical expenses would be more expensive or less expensive? See how I stretched the word out more again? More expensive or less expensive? Remember, our job isn't to listen to respond. Our job is to listen to understand. And their answer is going to give me a little bit of a window into that. The other thing their answer is going to do is that the minute they say it's going to be more expensive, it gives me the opportunity to follow up with empathy questions and to drill down into their experiences. It sounds like, I take my earlobe and pull on it, it sounds like you had a situation in the past where your medical expenses were kind of high. And I let them tell me their story. These questions are designed to tell us what matters to the prospect, but it also gives us the opportunity to ask questions and to use responses like, that's interesting, that's hard. I'd be frustrated too. I can't believe that happened to you. That must have been hard for your family. I'm really surprised that your family was that strong. Most families I know weren't strong enough to do that. See, I can really get into that conversation and use validating responses to them because I'm talking about them, not me. Let's go through it, just what we have here. Betty, let me ask you this. As you age, do you think you get more healthy or less healthy? And Betty says, well, you get less healthy. Now, Betty, as you get less healthy, do you believe your medical expenses will become more expensive or less expensive? And then I watch the body language. Well, they're going to get more expensive. The shoulders go up, the hands go up, they're going to get more expensive. It sounds like you had an experience where your medical expenses were more than you could afford or more than you were expecting to pay. Do you mind sharing that with me? And all of a sudden, they're telling me these really great stories about them, their siblings, their kids, their parents. And I get to drill down on, are you kidding? My God, that's frustrating. Didn't you have insurance for that? Yeah, it sounds like they should have paid that. I would have been upset about that too. I can't imagine telling my wife they weren't going to pay that. Where did you get the money to pay? Did you have to take that out of savings? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Did you have to work overtime to do that? You know, I had a client one time that had to take a second out on their house to do it. When I do that, when I make validating responses, they talk and they talk and they talk and they share those stories. And those stories help me build the solution to the problems they want to solve the most. And those stories become part of the rebuttals because now I can you take their own words and feed it back to them.
That was pretty great, right? Well, if you would like to hear this full 40-minute presentation by Lloyd Lofton, plus literally dozens of other presentations and interviews on what is working right now in sales for virtual advisors, then all you have to do is click the description below to get your ShiftX All Access Pass. And this includes hours upon hours of brand new resources for insurance and financial advisors. You're gonna love it. Plus, before you leave, please hit that subscribe button for more great financial advisor marketing tips and sales tricks. See you next time.